Hello YouTube, I filmed a very simple soft green eyeshadow look for you guys, and if you would like to see how I accomplished this look using one palette from Wet n Wild, please stay tuned and watch to the end of this video. Thank you, bye bye. So first I'm going to start off with using my face primer. This is the Le Base Primer by Lancome. I will just put that all over my face. It's a smoothing primer, so I usually just use that to prep my skin. And I'll wait for 4 minutes before I go in with my Milani setting spray. I've edited that portion when I was waiting out of the video so it doesn't get too long. Now I'm going to go up with this Essential Glow Primer, and I'm going to apply that on top of the setting spray. So that will just give me some extra glow and like a dewy finish. And then the final primer I'm going to use is the Smoothing and Brightening Primer by Urban Decay. And I'm going to wait for 2 minutes before I apply my foundation. For this foundation, I'm using a mix of 2 products. I'm using the Lancome Tilt Idol, that is in 500 Suede Warm. And I'm using the Iman Clay, the Iman BB Cream in Clay Medium Deep, and I mix both of them. I like to do my makeup and I focus a lot on skin. This is why I do a lot of the steps. It helps my foundation last, and it gives me that silky, dewy skin finish, that almost barely there makeup that I love. So to that base that we just applied, I'm going to use my highlighting concealer in 12 from Juvia's Place, and I just do the usual. I use very minimum products and I apply that to my high points of my face. And my foundation, I don't bring it to the middle of my face. I just make sure that there's very minimum foundation there so that I can apply my concealer, my highlighting concealer. To that I will use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is the yellow powder, and I just use that to set my my highlights just as I'm showing. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend the powder into my skin. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Black Opal setting powder, and I'm just going to put that everywhere else to set my foundation. So when I'm done, I'm just going to blend everything with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to tap the beauty blender. I'm not going to drag it. My bronzer, the first bronzer I'm going in with is the Discontinued CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer, and I'm going to use that to warm up my cheeks. Just apply in the high points of my cheeks, and I'm using this as a contour as well. And this has a beautiful red color that I love, and I'm just going to put that on my forehead, and I'm going to blend that in with a brush. That was my foundation brush, just to make sure everything is uniform and just one smooth canvas. When I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with my Shea Moisture bronzing powder. This also is Discontinued. This is very deep, and I'm just going to apply that on top of my CoverGirl. So I'm just building up colors here like I usually do. I apply a little bit of everything just to give me that one flawless finish. And to that, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula. This is a sheer bronzer, so it doesn't really add color, it just gives me that glow that I love. And I'm just going to apply just a tiny bit on top of the Shea Moisture. And as you can see, I'm just applying very, very, very lightly on top of that. And then because this is a lot of shimmer, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that in with my beauty blender. This is the Afterglow bronzing powder from Iman, and I feel like Iman is such an underrated cosmetics line. She has really, really good products, and I use them all the time. So I just applied that, and finally I'm going to apply my blush by Black Opal in Toasted Almond. and I'm just going to put that on top of my cheeks. As you can see, that is just, everything has just come in nicely and looks really nice. Gonna use my Milani setting spray. The setting spray is quite wet, so I was having a hard time working with it, so I just went in with my Urban Decay just to make sure that makeup is really set, because as you can see, we used a lot of powder products and we don't want to risk it just falling off our faces during this hot summer. So that's it with the face. Now I'm just going to use my Urban Decay eye base, put that on my eyelids in preparation for my eyeshadow, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Very basic. I don't do anything special. I just use my pencil and I set it all in with my pomade. I usually don't do this, but I just decided why not. But I don't have any eyebrow requirements that I need. My eyebrows are naturally full. For this look, I'm just going to go in with that BH Cosmetics palette I just showed you, and I'm using a very light brown color as my crease color. This is just going to act as a transition shade for the rest of my eyeshadow. And to that, I'll add a little bit of a deeper brown. These shadows don't have names, so I'm just going in with just light brown and then just a slight bit darker brown, and I'm just going to put that on top of that light brown just to give me that smooth transition as I go along applying the rest of my eyeshadow. I'm using the Wet n Wild palette. These palettes are really easy to work with. Each shadow has its name or where you should apply it, the shadow written on the shadow. I don't know if that makes sense. So that color, as you can see, it said crease on it, so I'm putting that on my crease. You don't have to follow this procedure. You can use it however you want. But for this makeup look, I've chosen to follow whatever it is, just in case you're new and you're trying to get into eyeshadows. This is a great way to get into it. And that's the eyelid. That's a beautiful olive green, and I'm just going to place that on top of my eyelid. So you see those transition colors there. You see how they're just help the eyeshadow flow. So that's what I'm following, and I just gonna blend that browns back into the greens like that. So that's pretty much the process. You apply, you blend, you apply, you blend. But that green is really pretty, and I just want it to be the main focus of this look. So I applied I think I applied about 3 layers of this green just to get the pigment payoff. It wasn't that pigmented, so I just decided to apply a couple of layers. Today I'm going to apply on the outer corner the Definer. That's what it's called. That's what the name is. It's a bit of a I don't know, a galaxy green. It's a deeper green, but it has some sort of blue in it. I'm just going to apply that on the outer corners of my shadow of my eye, and then blend that in with my blending brush, just like that. I'm just placing that in specific locations like that. So again, apply, blend, and make sure everything is one uniform consistency. We're creating a spectrum of colors, as you can see. The greens, the blue greens, the browns, as well as the light brown. Everything has come together to form this look, as you can see. Cleaning up my brow bone and using the brow bone highlight in the same Wet n Wild palette. Just going to place that underneath my eyebrow and put it on top of my brow bone. It was a bit really pigmented at first, so I went in and I blended some of it out. And I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up with a clean brush and just make sure everything is in place, just like that. Just cleaning up any shadow that has gotten into my eyebrows. And then I'm going to go in with that crease color and put it on my lower lashes, just like that. And I'm just bringing that into the middle of the eye and bringing it outward. I'm not going all the way into the waterline. But yeah, this is a close-up, so just the middle, make sure it diffuse, and then just flare it out like that. And I'm going to go in with my eyebrow pen, my eyeliner, pencil liner, and just going to tight line, just like that. Yeah, it's a bit hard to explain this one, but you're just putting it essentially on your eyelashes. Just create that little bit of a smoky eye effect. And this is actually olive green. This is really old, but that eyeliner pencil is actually green. It's actually an olive green, and it wasn't really giving me the color payoff. So when I was done, I went in with a black eyeliner, where you will see later. So with that brow bone highlighter, I just took a little bit and I put that as a my inner corner highlighter, like that. So like I said, the color, I wasn't really getting the color payoff from the green eyeliner, so I just went in with a black eyeliner, and I applied a little bit too much because I really didn't want too much of an eyeliner look, but it came out looking really nice. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the white pencil liner, and I'm gonna place that on the lower eye, on the lower eye. So now I'm just gonna go in with mascara and just put that on my eyelashes. And just put the lower lashes like that. The lips, I'm keeping it really neutral. I'm going in with a red lip liner. This is by NYX. You can use whichever one you want. And I'm going in with a mauve color. This was a gift. You know, when you have a birthday, Sephora gives you some gifts, and this was a travel size Bobbi Brown lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I like the name. So it's a mauve color, and it's a bit of a ombre mauve because of the darker lip liner we've applied before. So I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. This was also a gift from a friend, and you can use whatever highlighter you want. It's not very, as you can see, it's not a very strong highlight. I just wanted it to be really subtle, and I want the main focus of this look to be on the eyes. I want the eyes to draw you in, and I want the lips to be quite neutral, which is what I have done. So this is the final look, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for staying with me. I'm not feeling too well, that's why I sound the way I do right now, but thank you so much for watching my channel.